So we already know how to use Pythagoras to find the length of the hypotenuse. Today we are going to learn how to find the length of one of the shorter sides of the triangle. This is the formula to find the length of the shorter side. It's different to the formula when we were finding out the length of the hypotenuse. So this formula is a squared equals c squared minus b squared. So the a, this is the unknown, so this is what we're trying to find out. And it's usually marked with the letter X. The C is the hypotenuse. So remember, that's the longest side opposite the right angle. And the B is the other short side. Okay, so let's practice labeling. So I label the unknown, which is usually marked with an X, as A. I label the hypotenuse, the longest side opposite the right angle, as C, and I label the other short side as B. One more. So I label the unknown that's marked with an X with A, the hypotenuse, which is the longest side opposite the right angle, with C, and the other short side with B. So these are the steps we follow to find the shorter side. First, we write the rule. A squared equals c squared minus b squared. Next, we substitute in the values. Then we put it in the calculator. And the last step is we square root the answer. Let's try an example. Okay, so the first thing to do is write out the formula to find the shorter side. So a squared equals c squared minus b squared. Okay, now I'm going to label the triangle. So A is the unknown, or X. C is the hypotenuse, which is the longest side opposite the right angle. And B is the other short side. Next, I substitute these values into the formula. So A is X. C is 17. B is 15. Okay, next step, I put this in the calculator. So 17 squared minus 15 squared. That equals 64. Then the last step, I need to square root the answer. So square root 64, put that in the calculator, and x equals 8. Next example. So the first step is I'm going to write out the formula to find the shorter side. So a squared equals c squared minus b squared. Now I'm going to label the triangle. Now it looks a bit different. It looks like it's upside down or something, but we still just label it like usual. So A is the unknown, or X. C is the hypotenuse, which is the longest side opposite the right angle. And B is the other short side. Next, I substitute these values into the formula. So A is X, C is 10, and B is 7.6. Next, I put that in the calculator. So I type in 10 squared minus 7.6 squared, which equals 42.24. And the last step, I need to square root the answer. So the square root of 42.24, so x equals 6.49. Could you please complete this worksheet and submit it to my Panola?